Welcome to another episode of the Friday Vape Club. That's right, as always, your host Squidly Tris, back again for another hardware review. Today we have got the Pulse 80 Watt Regulated Squonk Mod, much anticipated. So this is a single battery. It can take an 18650 or a 2700 battery. You've got those really easily removable panels that you can switch and match out to your heart's desire. Beautiful little squonk mod. It's regulated. It's got a chip. This has got the Vandy chip in it. So what we might do, guys, is we'll jump down, we'll take a look around it. I'll run you through the menu system. If you buy yours from the shop now, my menu system might be a little bit different because I have upgraded it, but most of it will be the same. Anyway, let's take a look. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I've been waiting a long time for this. The Vandy Vape Pulse 80 Watt Regulated Squonk Mod. So it is 82 millimeters by 57 by 27. So 87 by 57 by 27. So knowing that it's 27 millimeters across here, you could safely fit about a 25 millimeter, 26 millimeter on top with no issue. You do have a gold-plated, spring-loaded 510 connection for your squonking. On the side here, you've got these lovely resin panels that come off very easily and are held in place with magnets. There's your window for your squonk bottle. On the bottom, you've got some venting, branding on the side of Vandy Vape, and the back panel, there's nothing. It's just a resin. It's just a resin panel. Open up the back panel, and you can push the battery out that way. There's your screen, nice clicky fire button. You got your up and your down buttons. You do have a USB port for firmware upgrading and for battery charging. Before we get into the menu, let's just take a quick look under the hood. So inside here, this is where your battery sits. You do have battery orientation there, so positive side down, negative side up. Here is your squonk bottle that is very squishy and very easy to remove. Simply pull it out like so. Very nice and clean inside. Just a one-piece plastic sled. The squonk bottle holds about 7 to 8 mils. I do like this hard plastic top cap, which makes it very easy to hold and to unthread. Big pro is this squonk bottle in my opinion. But yeah, that's it. You got the frosted silicone, which just simply fits in like so. Once your squonk bottle's in, you want to put your battery in, positive side down. Put your back panel on. Your front panel on, and you're good to go. It automatically turns on for you. All right, so here we have the menu system. So at the moment it's showing me power, my wattage, my resistance, and my voltage, and a battery indicator right there. To change the menu system, just simply click the fire button 3 times. Plus, we'll go into bypass mode, into voltage mode, and then back to power mode. And I'll tell you why there's no TC on this at the moment. To simply select the one you want, either let it run or long hold the fire button. If you push the up button and the fire button, it locks it. And if you push the down and the fire button, it flips the screen. So there are your sort of hotkeys that you need to know. To access the sub-menu system, simply hold the up and the down, and then it takes you into this system. So then scrolling across, you've got your DIY, a couple of different memory settings you can have. This little symbol right here will turn it into normal heating and hard heating. In here, you've got the ID, you've got the version, and then you've got sort of a settings feature. If you go into the settings feature, this will allow you to turn on or off different features. Hit the fire button, move across. Got the bypass modes, whether I want bypass mode on or off, and up and down will select them. So when it is filled in with a solid color, that means it's selected and you can access it from the menu system. Got my voltage, whether it's hard or not hard, and that's my screen time. I'm going to turn temperature control back on, long hold. So now, voltage, stainless steel temperature control, nickel, titanium, back to power. So let's do that again. In here, settings, turn it off, long hold. Now it's not in there. There you go. So that's how easy the menu system is now. I am running version 0.06. So if your system runs slightly different to this, it's probably because you've got a newer version. Jump on the internet and get that changed. Let's have a look at the box and what she comes with. Here is the Vandy Vape Pulse BF 80 watt box mod box. That's all the front. You got this little panel here where you can see the color of your mod. So mine is the seaweed green for those who didn't know. Up top, there's nothing. On the side, you got some information with your authenticity, pulse on that side, and on the back, all the features, everything that comes inside the box, your contents right there. I've got the high-end version. Ooh la la. Inside the box, you do have a qualified certificate, warranty card, user manual, USB cable, battery adapter sleeve, refill bottle. So this is everything you get inside the box. I don't use these, but I do really like this refill bottle. I think this is one of the best refill bottles that I've ever seen. The one thing that it didn't come with is a spare bottle. That's the only thing that really let me down with this. There you go. The Pulse BF 80 watt. Let's jump back up top and give you the pros, the cons, the price, and if I think it is worth it. So that was a look at the Pulse 80 watt by Vandy Vape and Tony B from the Vapour Trail Channel. This is so good. It's such a great little mod. For a single battery mod, I have found this to be very, very pleasant. Pros and cons. Let's do them. Let's do pros and cons. All right, pro. It's very lightweight, it's very ergonomic. Fits in the palm of your hand very, very easily. It's perfect. Love the little squonk door. Love everything about it. It is made of plastic, so it does make it very lightweight, and I think that adds to the appeal of this mod. So another pro is the ability for it to take both 2700s and 18650s. I love that about it. You're not just limited to the one battery size now. The menu system, as you saw, very easy to navigate once you do the upgrade and you get version 6, I think it is. That becomes a lot easier. It's a little bit more intuitive, definitely more intuitive once you get that upgraded version, and the ability to take out things that you don't use. So taking out temperature control because I don't use it, I think that's an awesome feature. It just means I don't have to worry about anything. I can set it to power, can have it on my regular wattage mode that I love, and I can just vape my face off. While we're on that, just another pro is how easy it is to upgrade, and they have a Mac version upgrade. Thank you, Tony B. Thank you for listening to Mac users. We are out there and we are many. Thank you, Tony B. You looked after us Mac users, so that's a big pro in my book. The chipset is good. It hits pretty hard. It hits like I would expect. At 60 watts, I get the vape that I'm expecting from a 60 watt vape, so I think that the chipset is pretty correct. It feels good, it's comfortable to use, the squonk bottle's great, and the ability to take the doors off and replace them with different colors to mix and match, I think that is a pretty good pro in my opinion. Cons wise. So my first con was the previous menu system. If you buy it from the shops with the first version of the firmware, it's not user-friendly. It's not user-friendly to scroll through and change stuff. You gotta hold this down and do this, and it just becomes a pain in the ass. The new release firmware is so much better. The next con is the price. It will set you back roughly in Australia 80 to 90 bucks, depending on which site you buy it from and depending on which version you get. There's like a regular version, and then there's the sort of premium version that comes with a refill squonk bottle. If you don't use the refill squonk bottles like I don't worry about it. I've got one. It just sits there, it does nothing. So what's the point in buying it? So 80 to 90 bucks for a plastic regulated single battery squonk mod. It's a bit pricey, and I think that comes with the name and it comes with the hype that was built around it. I definitely don't think it's worth 90 bucks. I actually think that this is probably worth about a $60 mark, maybe 65 with the extra squonk bottle. Seeing as though it's literally just a fucking plastic box mod and a single battery at that, I don't think 90 bucks is worth it. So I've given you the price. I've told you it's 80 to 90 bucks in Australia. Look, if you've got the 80 to 90 bucks to spend and you really, really want one, then yeah, I think it's probably worth it for you. All right. There you go, another episode of Friday Vape Club down. Another Friday done. Another Friday to hang out with you guys and give you my thoughts and my opinions on fucking vape gear. As always, YouTube, keep it cloudy. Keep it cloudy. Done for another episode. So thanks very much for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. Please like, please spat everywhere. Fuck.